Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of the video. So this is the final part and this is where I get straight into it. Cool. So you might want to take a pen and a paper so that you can write down a few notes because it is quite intense and it's also very important. So what I've done is that I've broken down the products into 5 groups. So the first 4 groups are the primary groups, which are very essential to your overall hair care routine, and then the 5th group is just a nice to have, but it's not as important as the first 4. So the first 4, unfortunately, you can't just use 1 or 2 or 3 out of 4, but you have to use all 4. Your hair care routine needs to include all 4. So the first one is your wash product groups, the second one is your deep moisture product groups, the third is your moisturizing product group, the fourth is your hair growth product groups, then the fifth one, which I say it's not as important, is your styling product groups. So the first group is your washing products. So the washing products literally have 2. It's just your shampoo and your conditioner. Mine are from Palmer's and I bought them at Clicks, so they're available at Clicks. The purpose of the shampoo is to clean your scalp from any product buildup so that it's conducive enough for hair growth. And then the purpose of the conditioner is to maintain or restore the moisture that the shampoo may have stripped off. So talking about moisture being stripped off, this is why it's important that when you're buying a shampoo, you need to make sure you check the ingredients. You need to make sure that the shampoo does not contain any sulfates or parabens, because those 2 chemicals are very harsh on your hair. They dry out your hair, they strip off the moisture. But what I like about this product is that it gives you that information like on the face of the product. And I've seen a lot of shampoos, a lot of natural hair shampoos, they do actually contain that information on the face of the product. I think it's a brilliant marketing strategy because it makes it easier and it also makes it very attractive for the natural hair community, right? But with that being said, even though it does not have these chemicals, somehow I feel like it still does dry out my hair for some reason, which is why I limit the number of times I use shampoo. I literally shampoo my hair like once a month, but every week when I'm washing my hair, I usually just use conditioner alone. So I'm usually co-washing my hair. Co-washing means conditioner wash. Yeah, I think that's what it means. So on a weekly basis, if I'm washing my hair, I'm usually just co-washing my hair, but once a month or once in 3 weeks, then I'll use the shampoo just to restore the balance. Next group of products is the deep moisture products, aka the repair products, aka the conditioning treatment, as well as your protein treatment. So here's the thing, so if your hair is feeling dry, then you probably need to deep condition it. If your hair is breaking, weak, or shedding, then it probably needs a protein treatment, right? So your hair is more prone to dryness than breakage. So breakage is part of the normal growth process of hair. You will shed hair at some point. You need to start worrying when it becomes excessive. So once it becomes excessive, usually there's an underlying condition. Maybe there's something wrong with your diet, what you eat, or you're just lacking some nutrients. And in order for you to restore that, it's best you use a protein treatment. So what I usually use is the one from Palmer's. It comes in a little pack. So I think it's 30 rand per pack the last time I used it, and I think it's available at Click. So I use about 3 of those packs at once. But what I can tell you about a protein treatment is that even though it will restore those nutrients, whatever your hair needs to protect it from breaking, it also leaves your hair dry. So that's why every time you use a protein treatment, you need to make sure that you use it in combination with a deep conditioner. So you need to deep condition your hair immediately. So the deep conditioner that I use for now is this one from Afro-Botanics, the Black Hole 2C range. I bought it at Pick n Pay just before the lockdown. After washing my hair, I apply the deep conditioner and then I detangle my hair for a bit. Then I cover that with a plastic so that it can, that heat, and in combination with the deep conditioner, it can help activate my hair cuticles so that they can open up a bit, so that it makes it easier for my hair to absorb moisture. Cool. So far there's 3 products that you need. You need the shampoo, the conditioner, and the deep conditioning treatment. So now we get on to the third group of products, which is the moisturizing products. So this group of products, this is where you find your liquids, your oils, and your cream. So just to put some context to it, so moisture, what moisture relates to, it's the water that we need for our hair to grow and to stay healthy and strong. So water is found in all the products except for the oils. It's found in the shampoos, the deep conditioners, the creams, yeah, the leave-in conditioner. So the water is everywhere. So the aim is for our hair to be able to absorb as much of that water as possible and also to retain it. Here's the thing, right? So there are 2 extremes. There's low porosity and then there's high porosity. I'm not going to talk about medium because with medium everything works, right? So those 2 extremes. So porosity of the hair refers to the hair's ability to retain and absorb moisture. So if your hair is low porosity, it means that your hair struggles to absorb moisture. And if your hair is high porosity, it means your hair does not struggle to absorb moisture, but it may struggle to retain the moisture. So for you to moisturize, you need to make sure that you target products that will manage your hair's porosity, because managing your hair's porosity will help you moisturize your hair better. So the first method that I want to talk about is the one that I use. I use the LCO method because my hair struggles with absorbing moisture. So the LCO method is when I start with the liquid and then I follow with the cream and then I seal the moisture in with the oil. So this works because my hair takes a while to absorb the water, so you don't need strong oils in between the moisturizing process, because that oil will act as a barrier and then nothing else will come in, nothing else will go out. So it's best I use the oil last so that it doesn't sit on top of my hair and then it leaves my hair feeling greasy and dry after a few days because nothing has penetrated into my hair shaft. So I'll use the liquid that I use either my water bottle, which just has water, or I use my product spray, which has water, conditioner, and castor oil. And then for the cream that I use either the cream from the moisturizing cream from Afro Radiance. I follow them on Instagram. I think I bought it through their page, and then I'll sometimes use the Shea Moisture. I think the Shea Moisture is available at Clicks, I'm not sure, but I bought this one a long time ago. And then for the oils that I use, so with low porosity hair, it's best you use lighter oils. So you don't want to use a heavy oil that will weigh your hair down, like for instance castor oil. Castor oil is a very thick and heavy oil. It's best for high porosity hair, but for low porosity hair cannot moisturize with castor oil. It will not do any good for you. It will not go anywhere. It will just sit there. So coconut oil is very good because it's also a penetration oil, so it goes into your hair shaft. So also depending on my mood, so for the coconut oil, sometimes I use the coconut oil from the Palmer's range, which is available at Clicks, or I'll use the organic virgin coconut oil from Woolies, the one that I use for almost everything. So yeah, depending how I feel, I use either or as well, so you don't have to get all of them, you just need one. And then during winter or when it's cold, I sometimes use shea butter as a sealant instead of coconut oil. That's because shea butter is much more thicker. It's a very good moisture sealant and it works for both hair types, so low porosity, high porosity. It's thicker than coconut oil but it's not as thick as castor oil, so it works for me. Cool. And then with the high porosity hair, then it's best to use the LOC method because your hair is very good at absorbing moisture, so you can really take advantage of that. However, like a sponge, so you know how quickly a sponge absorbs water, but once it's absorbed all the water it can absorb, then it just becomes heavy and wet and whatnot. So your hair also acts the same way, so it absorbs water, but you don't want your hair absorbing too much moisture. So that's why you have the oil in between, so that it can create that balance, right? Because oil, you know how oil reacts to water, it acts like a repellent, right? So if you put like a heavy cream, I mean heavy oil in between the moisturizing process, then it slows down the absorption process, but also acts as a barrier so that it can retain that moisture. Because high porosity hair is prone to dryness because it absorbs the water too quickly. However, the water escapes as just as quickly as well. The oil that you can use is castor oil, because yeah, you can go ham with the castor oil. So now we get to the fourth product group. So this is the hair growth product group. So this is where you find all the essential oils that are needed to penetrate, moisturize your scalp, and to also stimulate hair growth. So what I like to use castor oil, because I can't use castor oil in my actual hair because it's too heavy, it weighs my hair down. So I use it as a hair growth stimulator. I use it around my hairline, and I use it to base my scalp. But I usually use it to base my scalp when I'm a few days away from washing my hair with shampoo, because it is quite thick, so it does create a bit of a product buildup. So I only use it just when I'm about to use shampoo, because then the shampoo will help clean the product buildup. But all the other days I use my Dr. Miracle's follicle healer, and yeah, I think that's one that I use the most. That's because with essential oils you need to use, I think, a combination of two at a minimum. So you can use your lavender oil mixed with rosemary, or you can use your tea tree oil mixed with jojoba oil. Like there's different essential oils, but those ones specifically target the scalp area so that it can promote healthy hair growth. I like this oil because you know how people will mix their own essential oils. This one is already mixed because it has tea tree oil, it has castor oil even, and it has jojoba oil. So with jojoba oil actually resembles the sebum that our hair produce, that we produce naturally. So that's the hair that's the substance that we produce naturally that helps moisturize our skin, our hair, you know. So if you use jojoba oil, then that's also an added bonus because it sort of acts the same way as sebum. But unfortunately, we don't produce enough sebum to moisturize our hair. That's why we always now moisturizing our hair with all these other products. So again, you don't have to buy all these products. So I would recommend Dr. Miracle's Follicle Healer because it has a combination of the essential oils. So you don't have to buy and mix them yourself because this one is already mixed. So yes, so that's it on the hair growth. And then the fifth and final group of the hair products is the styling products. So like I said, this one is not as important right now because it's not like we're going anywhere, we're not trying to look cute every day, or you know, stuff like that. And this is like the styling gels and the edge controls. So this is more like if you want to do like a sleek bag or anything cute and stylish. So for now, if you're starting out and you just need the basics literally just follow groups 1 to 4, and then you can forget about this one for now. So yeah, this is about it. So just to recap again, so what you need: so you need 1 shampoo, you need 1 conditioner, you need 1 deep conditioner, you need liquid, this which can be water, it's free, you need a cream, a sealant oil like a coconut oil, or for high porosity hair you can use castor oil. And then the last product that you need is a combination of 2 essential oils. What I recommend is Dr. Miracle because it has a mixture of essential oils. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay alive, stay healthy, and stay in love.